to sleep on the game, then it's the ambient. Bases loaded, run up at bat. I'm grand slamming them. MMA talkers, we kick it like Van Damme in them.
He's still a hero.
Yeah, man.
I'm tossing it to the left. Tell coach to me in. No second chance, my breath. I'm prepared for the game. We ready to catch a wreck. Triangle offense and call it a triple threat. Entertainment, information, and sports. All that is back. Run a triangle offense and call it a triple threat. Entertainment, information, and sports. All that is best. Yes.
We back with another episode of the Triple Threat Podcast.
And I'm here.
Yes.
Finally, yes, we did it. We got the third leg.
Bernard is back. That's all that matters. Well, it's not all that matters, but
It kind of is.
yo,
It's half.
I'm not gonna lie. That's dead not all that matters.
It's 45% of what matters.
45.
Whereas the other 45%, I'm
No,
10.
It's 33.
You would create what matters.
Got a lot to talk about.
We do?
Hell, I mean, yeah.
Hell? That was not a curse.
Oh yeah, I was
Say hell no.
hell the place. Yeah,
You never had
in terms of locations. Yo, shut the place up.
Shoot the shot.
No, you gotta talk about that KD injury.
I'm
Tragic,
against KD in fantasy. Did I
Tragic.
tell you guys that?
tragic.
I'm talking about the viewers. Do you guys know I'm playing KD in fantasy? Do you guys know who has KD in the esteemed?
Yo, they don't care about that. All right, yay. Back to this KD injury. KD,
Tragic.
tragic.
Like seriously.
No, it really is tragic though. But they said that he's gonna be reevaluated in 4 weeks. So I don't know. I don't like the way they say that though. When they say he's gonna be reevaluated in 4 weeks, because that doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna be back in 4 weeks.
Yeah, you don't know.
So like what's your reaction to like everything that's been going on? Plus the Warriors lost the last 2 games without him.
My personal thoughts, even if he doesn't come back, they coming out the West.
You think they can beat the Spurs without KD?
Yes.
Yes, I mean
did it last?
they
Not
didn't
last
beat
year.
the Spurs, but
They
they
beat
outclassed
the Spurs.
everybody handily last year, except for the Cleveland
They
Cavaliers.
still had Barnes and
Bogut.
Bogut. They still had Barnes and Bogut last year though.
Huh?
They still had Barnes and Bogut last
They
year.
have Bonds now.
Barnes had one of the worst playoffs.
He had the worst finals, not the worst playoffs.
Nah, he
They
was
signed him
missing
this last week.
shots. He was missing shots.
I mean, in that playoffs,
Not that Barnes. You talking about Matt?
No,
not Matt
Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Oh.
The one getting all the money on the worst team in the
Dallas.
league.
They
That
yo,
was his
he's
last
Harrison
year.
Barnes
People
stunk.
New Orleans know well.
I think people overreacting. Like, well, Barkley doesn't like Warriors. He said he don't think they make it out the West without Durant. But he just doesn't like the jump shot. He hopes they lose so he could be right. I
Yeah.
don't,
He
like
wasn't last year. He wasn't the year before.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like I don't believe that Curry's gonna play like he's trying to play behind another player if Durant's not there. He's gonna go back to the guy we've seen the last 2 years. That everybody's overhyping this little slump. It's his first or second slump in like 4 years.
I think they're
I'd take those numbers. 2 losses, like overreacting to 2 losses. Cleveland was just on a terrible streak, and now look at them. They're back favorites. They was just losing.
Yeah, that's because they went and got
They
everybody
had an
under the
under
sun.
500
Yeah, right.
January.
Somebody needs to take.
Yeah, they
They had an under
6
500
and 7,
January, and they're back on to being favorites. So I don't know. It's overreacting. Then as far as him being reevaluated, even if he doesn't come back in the first round or 2 of the playoffs, I don't see them getting ousted by anybody.
That's what I'm saying. If the playoffs ended today, they would play Denver in the first round.
Yeah,
You tell me that the Warriors, as presently constructed, can't beat the Denver Nuggets. I don't care how good Jokic is playing or Jokic.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I don't see them getting ousted before he's able to return, unless he has like a season-ending injury. And even then, the only team I think they may lose to is the Spurs.
Yeah.
or the Cleveland Cavaliers. And those are the only two teams without Durant and this team presently constructed as it is now. I feel like could beat them 4 games out of 7.
I feel like
And that's a maybe. It's not even a definite.
them losing the last 2 games is the fact that you have to consider the fact that they lost one of the one of the top 2 players in the world. So
Curry.
who's better than
Curry's
Kevin?
better.
Okay.
Or it's just the fact that
It's just the fact
They
you lost a top tier talent.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely top 5 player in the league.
so it's not, you're gonna have to adjust to that. Now Curry is on a slump, but I think it's just a matter of you have to make adjustments on both offense and defense. Because KD was one of their best defensive players, if not the best defensive player.
last time this season when Curry had a slump, what he did the next game?
Bang. 15 threes.
Yeah, 14 or 13, whatever he did with the record. The last time he had a slump, he came back and made everybody look bad for talking about him. Oh, the 3-pointer cannot win you a championship. the thing.
Krispy Kreme donuts round like a rim.
He already got one more championship than the man who states that so often. So
Barkley ever even go to the finals?
he lost to Jordan when when the Phoenix Suns
Nobody
was.
told me God.
I think that was
for the
his-
Chicago Bulls.
I think that was the second championship.
Yeah.
Now, all right. It's not time to panic because they're still first in the West. They still have the best record. in
2.5
the league.
games ahead of San Antonio right now.
It's cause for concern because the last time, other than yesterday, the last time they lost back-to-back was in 2015, which is crazy just to think about that. But look at that. They lose 2 games in a row, and now it's time to say they're panicking. That's how great they are. So I'm not afraid for them losing. I really think Kevin Durant comes back in 4 weeks, and then they slow him in a little bit. He's definitely going to be back for the playoffs. Because remember, they were saying this was a season-ending injury.
That was a Woj bomb.
And now, now we're here in 4 weeks. That's great. But you cannot take away KD and then say they're in trouble when in the beginning of the season, adding KD was like, oh, this is unfair. They're just adding everybody on the team now. They don't go from having KD and being the best team in the league to losing KD and then being crappy. That's just not happening.
And it kind of messes with the argument that it was unfair in the first place, because that would mean we need KD to win.
Yeah, which obviously they don't because they did it.
They did it without him before.
And they went to the finals last year.
Loaded stat alert. You said the last time they lost 2 games was in 2015. What happened that season?
They won the championship.
Yo, this guy is comical. So yeah, that's
Good news.
good news for them. Last time they went lost 2 games in the regular season.
Yeah, gotta load it up even more.
Yeah, well,
Loaded like a big potato.
they didn't lose back-to-backs last year until the playoffs. That's crazy. Until the third round of the playoffs.
Yeah, so
They don't lose, man. This team, they know what they're doing.
I don't think it's cause for concern. I think he should be alright. But that leads me to the next question.
Me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you're the great Garoppolo.
Cavs on Darren Williams and
The guy
Andrew-
who missed the
and-
game winner.
Andrew Bogut to an already stacked Cleveland Cavaliers team. So with that Kevin Durant injury and what they've been adding to their team, should they be the favorites now to win?
Did they get their playmaker? Is that Deron Williams? Their
I mean,
playmaker?
I don't think he's
Bogus,
ever.
their playmaker.
He hasn't been a playmaker since 2010. But
So he makes them better. He's probably the best
Bench player.
bench player in the whole game. Like, maybe not in the
I
whole
think
on
game.
their
Lou Williams
team.
is a better best
He's
player
definitely
than
the
him.
best backup point guard in the game.
Yeah.
I think top to bottom they have a better roster than the Warriors.
No, I don't think.
I don't think so. I
Who,
think
like who if they bench
the
is
starting five.
Yeah, the starting
starting
five
five
already
is
is
tip.
astronomically better.
I mean, you got Irvin and LeBron. Then you got on the other side, you got Clay.
yeah, they're starting five. I'm saying
Curry, Draymond.
look who they have coming off their
Zaza.
bench though.
Zaza, who
Their
almost made
bench could be a
All-Star team.
Yeah,
their
that's
bench could be a
star.
starting five.
Who's for
Cleveland.
the Nets?
Yeah,
Probably for the
but it's still a starting five.
No.
Like,
The
their
Nets
bench-
couldn't
alright,
start
look,
five with
Deron
JV
Williams
high
could
school
start
team.
as point guard for another team.
Williams and
Definitely
Bogut.
for the Nets.
Williams and Bogut.
The last
Williams and Bogut was just
6
starting
years
for
of-
Dallas in the beginning of the season.
The last 4 or 5 years, Deron Williams been starting for a team. They've been under 500.
Notice that.
If you want to go farther back than that, because he was in New Jersey for a while.
He was in New Jersey.
Losing.
You spent all that time last week researching all these stats.
He was killing. No, that's good. That's
killing it right now.
That's where he was, guys. Last week.
Statistician extraordinaire.
But I'm just saying. All right, I don't agree with Fred. If their bench was a top 5 starting unit, they'd only be better than the Nets and Lakers. That's the only 2 teams they'd be better than.
I don't even think that, to be honest with you, because the Lakers, I like the way the Lakers play. They just underdeveloped.
Don't win.
No, they just underdeveloped. They have the same. The Lakers have the same problem that the Knicks are having. When they having a good game, they go away from it and lose games. That's
There's a difference. The Lakers know to lose, and the Knicks, we're gonna make the playoffs.
All right, so let me ask you this question:
9th seed, and then we get nobody.
Who has more pressure to win then?
Between who?
LeBron and the Warriors.
What do you mean? Like pressure by
like who needs to win more?
LeBron.
The championship?
Yeah.
LeBron.
The Warriors.
I think it's LeBron.
LeBron has more against him legacy-wise. People are comparing him to Jordan. And one of the main, first of all, it's not even close. But one of the main arguments against LeBron is the number of rings he has.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's jumping in any of the Warriors into that category. Maybe KD, because KD needs a ring because he doesn't have one. But LeBron needs at least 5 rings for us to even put him in that conversation.
Yeah.
Because right now, Jordan was a better defensive player than LeBron, and he was a better scorer than LeBron. That's already more than half of the game better than LeBron.
But is that pressure? Like,
I think
aiming for the top spot is pressure?
I think he has to.
He's done everything else, so now all there is to do to chase guys who not playing no more.
Exactly.
LeBron has to win because he cried for a playmaker.
The Warriors put themselves in a situation where that the Heat was in the year that they first got together. It looks extremely bad if you don't win a championship.
I agree with you, but
so I think the pressure itself, because LeBron could always go back.
He could. So could the Warriors.
But yeah, they could. But chances are they won't be able to. They won't go.
Balloon the salary cap all the way up to $5 million.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll stay together like that. I mean, if they do, that's good for them. But I think it's more on. It'll look worse on the Warriors if they lose than LeBron. LeBron loses, he lost to a super team. Depending on who he loses.
No, I think he
has a super.
He begged for all these pieces all year.
But
so now you have.
If you line them up, what team more super to you?
The Warriors.
It makes LeBron look valid to ask for all these players.
No,
the Warriors.
No, listen. In the league, then?
Listen. The Warriors are the reason that LeBron is not being a spoiled brat.
But LeBron started this whole I need players here, I need players there.
He did, but when the Warriors got the big four,
they didn't get the big four.
All right, when they
only got one free agent.
When they went from big 3 to big,
they drafted everybody else.
But when they went from big 3 to big 4 with 2 of the top 3 players in the league on the same team, it gave LeBron a reason to worry, and it gave him a reason to ask for players, and that some people really can't deny. You will deny it if you don't like the idea of it, but
I don't.
One super team needs another.
Yeah, so we have 2 super teams, and now everybody else.
The Spurs could beat both of them.
Yeah, because the Spurs draft better, and they have the best. Coach
the Rockets
in the
on
world
any given night.
Any sport.
The Rockets on any given night could beat both of them too.
Greg Popovich could take hold of the New York Yankees and win the championship. That's how good he is as a coach.
Yeah.
Period.
Good coaching beats
him is Bill Belichick.
Good coaching beats super teams. Good coaching beats super teams. No, he doesn't. Good coaching beats super teams.
They both have 5 rings.
But and
Bill Belichick has 5 rings in the hardest sport.
But yeah, LeBron doesn't look bad for asking for all these players because of the Warriors lineup. That's what you're gonna compare it to.
Did they ask for those players? Did the Warriors lineup? Did Steph Curry say, "Hey KD, we need you"?
You don't think they're holding hands and walking to the place where he's at to try to give him the joy in your team is asking him to come?
Yeah, but he didn't say it publicly. He didn't go, "Hey, I talked to management. We need a playmaker."
Okay, because he don't have that power with his team. LeBron does. LeBron would be somewhere else if he didn't have that power. No, his coach needed to be fired if they were gonna win a ring.
He went to the finals the year before.
He couldn't control the players. He went to the finals off talent.
Yeah. And what did Tyronn Lue go to?
He went to the finals off talent too, but he won it on coaching.
No.
Yes, he did.
He
What he
out
did?
coached Steve
What
Kerr.
he did? Did he coach Draymond Green to get suspended?
But he had to make the move, the X's and
Did they
O's.
say he outcoached Steve Kerr?
I wouldn't say he
He took away his
outcoached him.
players.
I wouldn't say he outcoached him, but he
They
did the
lost
right
big
moves.
So how
David
did-
Black
if-
didn't.
So how did they win if you didn't get out coached? Because the Warriors clearly had more talent on the floor
Steph
than.
Curry was hurt. Draymond Green
That's what
got
I'm saying. Like,
suspended.
it was
There's so
a lot
many
of
things.
things, but
If
he
Draymond
still
doesn't
had to
get
hit the right
suspended,
X's
they
and
lose in
O's at the
five.
end of the day.
But you got to coach with what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what you would say David Black did, right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. The year before that in the finals, LeBron had extremely great games and it made it
So
look
did
better
Matthew
than it.
Dellavedova.
He didn't. He
Yes,
was
he
the
did.
guy he is the guy in all the highlights that
Dellavedova
Steph Curry
like
had.
30 something points.
He was the co-star in all the highlights Steph Curry had.
Because Steph Curry is nice.
So get out the way. If it's gonna look like you're not there anyway, just don't be there.
Don't be on the poster.
David Black was standing there not doing anything. Not like that. He's a coach. He coached, but he didn't coach NBA
Basketball
well.
is the one sport where you don't need a coach. Like literally just play.
I'd say
That's not
baseball.
Nah,
That's not.
managers,
You
need
play.
managers.
You play against the Spurs. You need a coach.
What do managers
Yeah,
do?
that's the
What do
only-
managers do except chew gum and look at that dumb piece
No,
of paper all day?
They manage inning counts, pinch hitters, pinch runners, find out when to bring in the closer. There's a lot to do with.
I have a feeling
managers.
you pissed off a few managers just now.
That's what I'm saying. None of them's gonna come in when they do.
Tell them come
probably
on the show
most
and
work.
debate me and say who has
Oh,
more
they're gonna
pressure.
Debate you, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Debate you.
Mm-hmm.
Debate you.
I'm gonna call my the lawyer.
This is my impression of a basketball coach.
Yeah, I think
X over here.
you did the best Phil Jackson impersonation I've ever seen in my life.
That could be that man. Can we not ever bring him up ever again?
All right. Speaking of Phil Jackson, no, it's not about Phil Jackson. Jeannie Buss. It wouldn't be drama without the Lakers, would it?
Worst team in the league.
Had to put a restraining order against her two brothers because they reportedly tried to out her as the director of the Lakers, and overthrow her authority. Because as you all know, she got fired she fired her brothers last week.
So how can
From-
go ahead.
How is that a crime?
No, go ahead. Finish.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, how's it? You said how's it a crime?
No, finish your open. I'm sorry.
No, they tried to overthrow her power and take her to court so that she could no longer be in charge of the Lakers.
Okay.
So, what's your reaction to that?
But she
That's
filed a restraining
why
order?
she filed.
No,
the restraining order?
they filed her. She
filed a
she
restraining
filed
order
a
against them
restraining order against them.
because of that,
Can
or
you file a
because of,
restraining order? Or
I'm
for
gonna read.
anything?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
show you
please,
exactly
'cause
what
I'm
happened.
a little off on that because I thought in order to get a
gotta
restraining
be
order,
some
you need
kinda
some kind
danger.
of clause. And if I'm suing you, eventually we're gonna have to be in the same room together. So how are you gonna?
and why do they get to sue her and try to overthrow? They still have stake in the company.
Yeah, well, it's their
ownership?
father's will, so they'll contest
What's
Yeah.
his
whatever.
will?
It depends.
Wait, his will is that they work for the team.
He wanted Jeannie Buss to own the team. He wanted her to be the
owner, yeah.
the main person
Yeah.
in charge. But he specifically stated that he wanted his son to be director of basketball operations.
Right.
So wait, how long does that have to last before
That's
she-
what they'll figure out in court, I guess.
that? Because it's like they
It
sucked.
can't be forever. Yeah.
They sucked. It's like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry to the great late Mr. Bush, but your son suck. She
They
had to
weren't good
do.
at it, no.
Yo,
Yeah,
you really
they-
took the words right out of my mouth.
No, you guys are absolutely right, but they took it to court. I understand why she should have fired them because they were bad, but how does that warrant getting a restraining order? Because
It had to be a little more. It had to
be.
be it had to be a little bit more. They had to
I'm
say
about
something to her.
Hold on.
It don't even
threaten her or
matter no
something
more.
like
It
that?
don't. You don't got to show me. I kind of established if my sister fired me, I'd be on phone like, you better hire me.
Hire me back,
Uh,
yo.
Here's the
Telling
complete
mommy.
story of what happened. Jim, in family court, facts. They tried the motion to get her out of her position as Lakers director.
Okay.
So Jim, Johnny, and Jeannie are the three trustees for the Buss family, and they own more than half of the company.
Mhm.
So the other brothers argued that they had the votes to elect. They had the votes 2-1 against Jeannie to elect new directors for a team, and they wanted to call an emergency meeting next week on March 7th.
Yeah.
So Jeannie got her lawyers and argued that she's the controlling owner, and that because she's the controlling owner, she also has to be the director as well. So then when
It's not true.
I'm reading you what
No, I know.
yeah.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
you're lying. I'm
No,
saying
I know,
that
I know.
What she just said is not true.
that was her argument.
Okay.
So then basically if they was to remove her as a director, it would be violating the trust that she would also be a controlling owner as well.
Not true.
So that's when they filed her lawyers filed the temporary restraining order arguing that Johnny and Jim were acting in breach of their duties as trustees. So that's when they dropped their motion and canceled the next week's meeting to elect a new board of directors for the Lakers. So basically, it's mad drama going on.
I don't know what none of that means, but they needed to be fired and they suck. Like,
Yo,
I don't think they should be.
I
able
don't
to do
care. I
anything
don't
about
care. Like
it. They shouldn't be able to do anything. Like you were terrible at it.
You should be able to have recourse.
You all you should do is sit back and get the money that you get for being part owner.
Yeah,
But you suck at your job. Like no, like
Yo.
I'm not even a Lakers fan, and I understand this. You suck. Like you're not
you
doing
made
nothing
terrible
wrong.
moves. Terrible
Sad.
moves over the last 3 years. First of all, you let Dwight Howard go. Granted, he didn't do nothing for you while he's there, but you should at least
Traded him.
traded him, got some type of value for him. You traded for him, then you
Before Kobe got injured, though, you think Kobe would have had that?
well, had what?
All right, let's be honest. Mitch Kupchak
Was it?
probably made the greatest trade in our past decade.
Yeah.
You think, and they took that away from him. So I'm not gonna say he was completely a bad owner. 'Cause that was a great trade for them.
He was GM, right?
Yeah.
He facilitated the Chris Paul trade.
Yeah.
But then Dan Gilbert, like, oh, you can't have a super.
He also facilitated the Kobe
He
Bryant
was
trade.
the one. He was the one who complained and got that trade taken.
Because
Yeah,
he
I'm
just
not
lost LeBron.
I've been saying this for mad weeks on the show that
Yes.
Dan Gilbert cried and wrote that long letter to David Stern like, yo, is it going to get to the point that we just have 3 good teams in the NBA?
And that's where we are right
and
now.
that
Dan Gilbert has one.
and now look, he signed mad. He didn't have to even make no trades to get Darren Williams and Andrew
That's
Bogut.
why he paying about $400 billion in luxury tax.
Yeah, probably
Team
paying a whole
gonna
bunch
go
of
under.
The
money.
team's not making any money
The team's gonna go under.
at all.
And then when LeBron leave, I bet you Kyrie gonna leave too, cause he gonna want to play in a bigger market.
That's gonna be lit. I'm gonna go to Cleveland and just laugh. Not at the people of Cleveland, but at the team.
No, I hate the
Yeah,
people. Well,
no,
no, I don't hate the people
No,
of Cleveland.
there's a difference between
Strong
Cleveland
words.
fans
Not the
and
people of
LeBron
Cleveland.
fans.
I don't like Cleveland fan either because they're just as fake. The,
Oh, no,
the same ones that was burning his jersey when he left.
They were doing it for the team. LeBron James wasn't on the
That's
team
act-
But
anymore.
they accepted him back.
Honestly, because it's their team.
You gonna burn Melo jersey when he leave?
If he leaves the way LeBron did, yes.
What? Just leave?
I unfollowed Victor Cruz on Instagram.
But you didn't burn his jersey.
I love
No,
you, Victor
why would I do
Cruz.
Exactly. That's what I asked you. Would you burn
But
a jersey?
Victor Cruz was released. There was a difference between what LeBron did and what Victor Cruz did.
But that's
left.
it's
It's
free
a first.
agency.
I understand that, but the way he did it, he was like, "Look, guys, I might resign. I might sign to your team."
He probably
I
was
might-"
thinking about
Good
it.
Decision. No, he wasn't. He knew he was going to the.
I don't think he knew.
They were gonna do that since the beginning.
I think if he would have known the whole time, that he probably would have signed the same day as Bosh.
I think he did. He just announced it the day later
No.
because he wanted to do.
Because once he signed, you don't think it would have leaked?
Mm.
Everything leaks.
Everything
Every
except
contract.
that one.
Except LeBron's the
Mhm.
only man who could keep his contract
Yes,
signature a secret.
power.
No. When Kobe signed for $900 million at the end of his basketball career, it came straight out.
Yo, you got the quote of the show. He said, "Yo, I don't know what none of that means. I just know they just suck."
Look, I'm just saying, Dan Gilbert. Now that he has one of those super teams, he's fine with it. But
Everyone's fine with it when they have it.
I am too. I'm fine with it too because I love
The
I love to see how much money he got to spend.
basketball has no parity.
I love to see how much money he got to spend and how long he gonna do it. Because
The top
eventually
two
he gonna
teams-
drop.
Nobody's gonna win the title except Golden State or Cleveland, or maybe
How
the
many
Spurs.
years in a row you think he gonna pay this luxury tax?
Forever until LeBron leaves.
Nah, he ain't gonna have it forever.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, he's about to not be paying money out like this.
He has a real job too.
Yeah. What?
What?
I don't know. Some communications.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna last forever. He giving out more money than he
trying to
can.
communicate a loan to his bank in a couple
I'm
years.
just saying.
The luxury tax they paying what? How much are they paying the luxury tax?
They
Like
paying
I know.
60
They have
60 million.
the highest paid
I know
one in
they
the whole-
probably have to be
On
way
top
over
of
100
that,
million.
Bugging.
He has to be way over 100
Bugging.
million.
If you paying that much over, you should be leagues ahead of the next best team.
But they're not. They're not. They're the
Exactly.
second best team.
Exactly.
But it's kind of like
So you-
when you have the best player in the NBA, you don't
You
really
don't.
need to be
You don't. You don't. 'Cause
LeBron.
The best player in the league will offset at least two of the Warriors players. Kyrie would offset one, and Love would offset one, and they would be fine.
But I'm saying LeBron. If you got the best player in the
I
NBA,
mean,
you don't really. Need,
depending on how you look at it, he might be the
But
best
he's
player.
not that much better than KD.
I'd
Like,
agree.
It's arguable to say he's the best player in the league.
'Cause
It
first
just
of all-
depends on who's on a better streak at the time.
Exactly.
Because technically, to me, the best single player in the league is between Russell Westbrook and
Yeah, he don't. win.
and James
He
Harden.
don't win.
James Harden's winning.
Yeah, he's gonna win more games than LeBron.
Yeah, he is.
So we need to cut the
So
bricks.
best
only
player in the
reason
league at this
Cleveland
time is not LeBron
has
James.
a shot to win the title.
Best player in the
because
best
they're in
player,
East.
the best resume right now is LeBron James.
If
The
Cleveland
best
was
player in
in
the
the
game right now is not LeBron.
All right. This.
West, Cleveland was in the West, would they come out the West?
No, they. What you mean? Come out like win to go to the finals?
Yeah.
No, they can beat the Spurs and the Warriors
That's that's
and the
so-
Rockets. That's a dub. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm-
they're
I'm-
not even the second best team.
I
in
am
the
not a LeBron hater. Like I do,
I show him respect.
but
league.
come
He's better
on,
than every other team in the East.
come on. It's just when you start hearing these ridiculous
Alright.
quotes.
All right. So I'm going to put me into the next topic.
All right.
We halfway into the season. Who's your pick for MVP right now?
James Harden,
Why?
because they winning and he has cartoonish
I
numbers.
agree with him. James Harden, yeah, he has cartoonish numbers just like Westbrook, but
And
they're
they're
winning.
winning.
There's a difference.
Yo,
The
y'all
best
key
team-
with these new words. The hell is cartoonish?
2K numbers.
It's crazy numbers. Yeah.
Sound like something you put on a cracker.
Do you know who?
2K numbers. Everybody else look like my players compared to them.
Do you know who? There's only one other person who averaged triple double. You know who it is?
Oscar
There
Robertson.
you go. Did he win MVP that year?
No.
Exactly. It went to the best team with the best player.
Okay.
Wins
This game-
matter.
Wins do matter. Wins
Russell
how
Westbrook and I'm his
valuable are
seventh.
you if you're not winning games?
Don't get me wrong. I don't like that argument
love
either.
that argument.
I don't.
Rob,
I don't
argument,
because
facts.
technically that would be measured kind of by where your team would be at without you. Russell Westbrook's team would win 3 games without him,
That's not true.
10 to 15.
Without him, they'd be better.
Now
than the Nets.
they'd be a little bit better because they got tired.
So Brooke Lopez should be a MVP candidate too. Because
No,
No, because they have
they would
9
only win-
wins.
they would
How
only
valuable
lose.
are you to your team with 9 wins?
Exactly. My argument. How valuable are you to your team?
Russell Westbrook and them got what 30 wins, 30 some odd wins. I understand that, but
Without
What-
Carmelo, how much games did the Knicks win?
like 10.
This-
Much less than what they
Probably
have
the
now.
same
Like
amount.
without Harden, the Rockets would be where?
Not even in the playoffs.
Exactly. So he's
So-
the most valuable.
All
That's
right.
what I agree with you.
I-
Why are you fighting me?
No, I'm
I
not.
love you.
But you,
Oh.
I gotta disagree with both of y'all.
Let me guess. It's Westbrook.
Nope.
Oh, good.
don't say LeBron.
Yeah, come on.
I'm not saying LeBron.
Don't say Durant either. He hurt.
Yo, can I get my answer out, please?
All right, good.
Nope. Got. All due
Done.
sorry to Laker Nation for my pick, but
If
I
your
can't
pick
ig-
is anywhere on the Lakers,
I can't ignore what Isaiah Thomas has been doing this season.
I could.
He's averaging 30.
Nah.
This
I'm
Ain't
ignoring
he the league leader or Russell
he's
Westbrook?
averaging 30, and he averages the most points in the fourth quarter. He averaging 12 points per fourth quarter.
But
They're second in the East,
But they still not better than the Rockets, though.
not by many games though. They only 2 games behind the Rockets.
You gotta think James Harden's 2K numbers all around versus
He only has
and more
points.
wins.
So all right,
And there's more assists there, and there's more rebounds.
in Boston.
No.
No.
And
James
for
Harden.
Oh.
James Harden, then there's Isaiah Thomas, and he's not that far back on the scoring.
He's not that far back. But I'm
He's
saying,
like 20. He got 28. Or something.
but if he averages the most points in crunch time, what that would make him the most valuable player?
No.
Why?
I don't know where this clutch
Yeah.
makes you the best player in the league thing, because that would mean Robert Ory is one of the greatest players that ever played the game.
I think clutch should be like sprinkles on ice cream, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
it doesn't.
Where it's
Which I don't eat, so.
Yeah, where it should not be the sole factor or the most important factor. But if you have two evens, you throw on the clutch.
Yeah.
But you have to take into account that he's only 5'9" as well.
That's huge, but it's not
He's
my
a
fault
player in the
he's short.
NBA. He's a player in the NBA.
I'm going Isaiah Thomas, man.
I like
Most-
Isaiah Thomas.
most points in the
I don't.
quarter.
I don't think he's in the conversation for the fact that there's a conversation.
I'd put him right behind
Like,
James Harden,
look,
and
Just like everybody else is in the conversation, like there's a
so
conversation.
who would you put ahead right behind Harden? Westbrook or Isaiah Thomas?
Westbrook?
But no, I'll put in Isaiah Thomas too because the winning
Second
has
in
to
the
matter.
he's second in the East.
I mean, but nah.
Let me explain something to you guys. James Harden is not only the most valuable player in real basketball, he's also the most valuable player in fantasy basketball because he led my team to the #1 overall seed. Again,
Yo, here
and
you
now he's
go
destroying
with these
Fred.
alternative facts.
That's a facts fact.
Mad alternative
You and somebody else
facts.
had the same record.
No, we didn't. I have the best record. Period. I'm alone,
Oh, I did beat the guy. Fred beat
and
the guy.
I beat the guy. All
Yeah.
three of us beat the guy. We're all good. All three of us.
You needed
Friends.
us. You needed us. Now you're gonna try to oust Fred in the first round. You should let him
That's
win.
not my fault. That's not my. How would it look like? It'll be the 2008 Mavericks.
You
all
know
over
he's not
again.
going to do that. He tried to keep me out. Wynn picked up 2 players to make sure I didn't make the playoffs.
He still beat me.
That's why I really wanted to beat you, so the revenge would be so sweet. But Zaza Pachulia messed that up for me.
True.
Nah, Gortat did that.
No, it was Zaza Pachulia
He threw
with
Zaza.
his flopping self.
He threw Zaza. What is that? Is that his real name?
Zaza Pachulia.
Can't believe
Well,
that
he's
that's
from
his
Brazil,
real name.
right?
I don't know where he's from. I would be lying if I told you a place.
You just make one up. No one knows. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, gotta talk about some football.
Of
From
course.
me and Rob. Me and Colin Kaepernick.
This is not what we should have started with.
Yo, I gotta get this guy out the way. He's not taking up that much time of the show.
He's not.
He don't.
He don't deserve it.
AP.
He said, saying that he's gonna stand during the national anthem this year because he felt like his message was received
It
during
was.
last year. Even though I don't know how you would measure that on a scale, but what's your reaction to that?
I think. Oh God.
You mind if I? Because I want to talk about this hypocrite, Colin Kaepernick. First of all, I'm not mad that he's deciding to stand up. I stand up for the national anthem. We talked about him on the show, where I was a little upset that he was sitting down when he decided to take a knee. I understood it. I understood the message. I understood what he was coming for. He was willing to compromise. I was fine with it, and that still holds true today. I was fine with his decision, and I'm happy that he goes out. He gives to charities and stuff like that. But let's talk about this hypocrite out there that decided to not even vote. When on his ballot, he talked about police brutality, which is a very real thing. On his ballot, in his county, that sheriff was up for election or re-election. You could have chosen the sheriff if you voted. Our ancestors fought to vote.
Yeah.
Not only once, but twice. And they still continue. Voter suppression is so huge. White people don't want, racist white people do not want you to vote. They do not want us to vote. They
Yeah,
don't. So
that's
what
true.
Colin Kaepernick did was play into their thing. You didn't like the president? That's fine. There's a bunch of other things.
Which president?
The
either
choices.
choice. He
You
didn't
know,
who
like
was
the
his
big
candidate.
problem we had all throughout voters this
Yeah.
year, this election. I don't like neither one.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
worst
gonna
of
pick
two
anybody. I'm
evils.
not gonna vote.
Wait, you saying
he
doesn't-
basically didn't vote for a president?
He didn't vote. Period.
No,
He didn't
okay. I thought you were saying he didn't like Obama.
No, he
No.
didn't
Oh.
vote for a president.
Well, and then the other thing is he's praising Fidel Castro while being ignorant. He doesn't know. He was like, "Oh, I'm fine." I didn't say I liked his atrocities towards human rights. I'm saying I liked his education system and the fact that they have universal health care. So you ignore the crazy things he does, the human rights violations, because he did two good things.
Nah, but in that argument, I've heard people like I know like 2 or 3 people from like who family in Cuba, and they had different views on it. Some people was like he was a hero, like they
The people
praised.
that are fine in Cuba, but the ones escaping persecutions, I also know some Cubans that
Yeah,
They-
it was
he was
both
a terror.
sides. It was both sides. That was weird to me. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, there's people out there who tell you Trump's a hero, President Trump's a hero. right?
Nah, we don't.
Which he's not.
We don't listen to those.
I don't entertain that
So
opinion.
all right, so it's the same thing with Fidel Castro. So you have to see the hypocrisy. President Trump is going to do good things also, but you can't take the
Depending
good and
on
then
who you are.
completely ignore the bad. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what he did, and that's why he's being a hypocrite. I'm fine with him standing, sitting. I don't care. Honestly, I think the reason he's standing is because he needs a job, and he's trying to tell everybody, I'm not going to be a distraction next year. But I'm done with Colin Kaepernick. You got some of your point of views, but he is a flaming hypocrite.
I mean, my thing about him, about the message being sent, it obviously was sent. It was loud and clear. A lot of people started reacting because of it.
I mean, what was the message though?
It was just what I don't know,
He's
but it
upset
caused
with-
people to. I mean, my
Because
thing.
people still voted for Trump, who was a blatant bigot.
Yeah, but your message don't reach everybody. Your
That's true,
message
too.
Reaches, and that wasn't really the message, I guess.
The people who voted
The
for
message
Trump,
was
those
more
are
for
listen.
the message was more for the police brutality that's that and the forth. And
Could've
there,
voted for Trump.
yeah, he. I mean, you're right. He could have voted. He didn't. I'm really don't want to talk about people who didn't vote and have opinions, but.
Thank you. That's
But
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, his message got out there because after that, you had the NBA players doing things. You had a lot of names doing things. So you gotta kind of appreciate that. I mean, you have to appreciate that because it caused people to turn an eye to it, even if for a little while, even if however long it went, it brought attention to it. Now, what he did, whether he was the right guy to send the message, he sent it. That's what you got. That's what you can appreciate. He sent it under the context in which he did it, as Robert brought up. Probably wasn't the best guy for it, but he sent the message already.
He was good for a
It's a
good
me-
South Park episode.
Yeah, that was.
He was like, if you're going, you can't do all that and not vote, dog. Like what?
I'm saying the worst people in the world are the people who didn't vote and complain.
So like, it's saying you
take what you get.
complain and don't vote.
Fought for that.
You take what you get because you just accepted it. You was spoon fed anything and you decided to eat it. You didn't argue about it. You didn't do anything. So don't argue now about the taste of it.
It looks bad
It'll be
because it looks like he was just trying to draw attention to himself. Now it looks like he's
I don't know.
because
He does donate to charity.
all his jersey sales he did put to charity, but it's still like that's still drawing attention to yourself. And if you did all that just not to vote, then what message were you really trying to send?
My thing is, I don't think he was as educated on everything as he should have been.
So he was the wrong person.
Yeah, he wasn't as because like somebody a little wiser would have known that after you caused the situation you caused, and for people to be paying attention to you, you had to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was only right that you put a vote in, or at least give a real reason why you didn't vote. Like have a real reason that people could stand behind, something that makes sense. If you don't have that, then if you just didn't vote because lesser of two evils, blah, blah, blah,
But even
you're
if
gonna
you
get
say
one of them.
lesser of two evils, then vote independent party. At least exercise
Yeah.
your right.
You know who didn't have a chance to vote? Cubans.
Yeah.
Fidel Castro's been in power
Is he?
until he died. No, he's dead.
Okay. Cause I was getting ready to say
I'm not.
that man was
a bad
alive
man, but
forever. He must have drank the elixir of youth because he was
He was
wilding.
alive forever.
Yeah, it seemed like
He was an adult in the 1950s.
he was an adult in the before time.
But yeah, I just
Like
I
Morgan
don't
Freeman,
like it.
how Morgan Freeman was born 32.
The flaws
Even
between
now.
Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump versus Fidel Castro is not even close.
Smoke crack, don't you?
It's not even close.
I mean, yeah, I didn't understand a lot of people. Oh, Hillary's emails. Yo, and then these are the first people. Oh, he's signing all these executive orders that I don't like. You like it.
Yeah, you better like it.
You have to like it
Like
because
it.
you didn't vote against it. Those of us who voted for Hillary, we could be a little bit upset. We could be upset. This is why y'all shouldn't have voted for him. Those of y'all who didn't vote, smile. Coca-Cola's at the store. Go get one. And just accept what you're getting.
Is it cherry?
I don't know, whatever flavor you like. Nah, you don't even
I
get to
like
pick your flavor if you didn't vote.
That's true. That's
You
true.
get regular.
Hillary dead blew a 3-1 lead.
You get flat diet. Did you see the meme? It was the Atlanta Falcons and Hillary Clinton and then La La Land in the back. You guys won't believe what happened to me.
She really, like, she seriously blew a 3-1 lead though. Like she was favored 3-1 in the
La
polls.
La Land blew a 3-1 lead too.
Who's La La Land?
That's
The
the Oscar.
Oscars.
You know the show where they talk about all these movies that we never seen all year.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like Oscar rated
As
movies.
a young voter, I exercise my right.
He
To
told me
vote
to
for-
meet him on the island.
Andy Dufresne.
It was the
Yo.
best of times. It was the worst.
My man Morgan Freeman.
Andy
Gotta talk
Dufresne.
some New York JETS.
Shots.
They let go Marshall,
Spring cleaning, bro.
They gonna suck this year. I
They
wouldn't
suck.
even-
They dropped Nick Folk, Brandon Marshall,
Nick Mango.
Nick Mango, Darrell Revis, and then reports are saying that once
Eric
Eric Decker passes his physical, they gonna release him too.
They should though. That's good.
Everybody though.
Is this, are they moving in the right
Cool,
direction
man.
by cleaning house like this?
I mean, you gotta look at their team. The players that they have and that they're letting go are old enough to where by the time they turn around, it's gonna be time to clean anyway.
Yeah.
So you gotta kind of start young and hopefully.
So
you
what
could-
about Forte?
I mean, you got. I guess they just signed him. I guess you gotta kind of keep a vet. I don't know
I wouldn't. I
how
would
much
have dropped
guaranteed
Forte.
money they gave him.
I don't even know, but I'm saying
2 years.
I would have dropped Forte. I would have dropped Forte because look at how many running backs in the draft this year.
a lot. Let him.
McCaffrey,
Bradley.
even though he can't bench press,
But you could.
Christian McCaffrey's coming to the
You could still draft one, but who? Like, I mean, you need somebody for them to learn from. I would still try.
That's
to
why I would have kept Ivory.
Look, 2 years.
And chances are, if you're trying to get Watson, how many?
Don't get him no more. No, it's not going to make your team better, and you're going to make Deshaun Watson suck.
You don't have a
Bryce
quarterback.
Petty,
You need
Smith.
somebody to throw the ball. Who's going to throw for them right
But
now?
who he's gonna throw to?
That's the thing. They had players. They were a quarterback away. They were
You-
10-6
but
2
you-
years ago.
You have to take care of the most important
Like,
position
I don't-
first.
I
You're saying
don't-
who's he going to throw to?
They need players.
You see what happened with what you call
Nah,
it,
but-
DeAndre Hopkins.
Nah, but look, if you don't have a
That's true.
player to throw the ball to, you kind of stunt the growth of your quarterback
That's true.
because they start trying to change things when there's nothing wrong except for the
Yeah,
receiver.
I understand what you're saying.
Who they
So-
throwing it to now? Who's their number one wide receiver without those two guys?
Nobody.
Nobody. I think.
Who
Oh,
do
it's
you even
Quincy.
know?
It's Quincy Enunwa.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was good last year.
Yeah, but he's not a number one.
He's not, and he's gonna get defended by number one corners. And
He's
not gonna
gonna
work out. They were 2 years ago. They were 10-6. We all on over here said that they were a quarterback away. I understand drafting Deshaun Watson if you're not letting go of everybody.
especially the receivers.
You're letting go and a center,
Yeah.
an all-pro center. That,
Yeah, I don't. Certain players I didn't get letting go. Like I wasn't expecting Brandon Marshall.
I wasn't expecting Mangold at all.
man, right? He's the best center in the league, probably.
Definitely
Revis-
wasn't expecting
Revis
Marshall.
was asking for it.
Revis was.
You had the
You,
Cam.
but do
Revis.
you think them releasing Revis had anything to do with the trouble he just got in, or you think he's gonna get released before
He
that?
should have gotten
Yeah,
released
released.
regardless.
Yeah.
Because for that
But-
contract, he didn't need to be getting paid that.
I
Type
still
of money
think
to do
20
it.
I still think that was an agent in like while he was released though. Like even though Bowles said it had nothing to do with that.
His contract
He
was
needed
too
to go-
big. I think
Way
they was
too
gonna
big.
release him regardless.
Same thing.
If he would have sat at home in his house watching TV, he would have same day he would have got the news. Maybe a day later, 2 days later. But $20 million is too much
Too
to play somebody to get burnt.
AP, same thing. 18 million.
That's like paying a chef $90 a day,
To burn your
$90 a
steak.
meal to burn your steak.
Another thing. Trump likes steaks.
Revis Island
Ketchup,
turned it
well
into a
done.
tourist resort.
Donald Trump, you're rich.
J.R.
Eat
Smith
foreign
tweeted
foods.
J.R. Smith tweeted that when he got
Hank
burned
from,
by.
What Hank Hill from King of the Hill said? If you like your steak any more than medium rare, then get the hell out.
He's right.
Just order the chicken if you get it.
Yeah.
More than medium rare. You guys been listening to what LeVar Ball has been saying?
Ooh.
He talks
his
so much.
LeVar Ball's dad?
He
No,
genuinely.
LeVar Ball is the dad.
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball is the son.
Sorry.
I can't stand these outspoken parents.
All right, let's be honest.
You didn't? Did he play in the league?
No,
So
I don't even think he. I don't even think he
what
played in
credibility
college.
do you have?
Zero. But do your thing, man. Try to, because your son's not going to be an all-star. So do your best right now to get his own
That's
brand
harsh.
where he's dominating in college. Do it. Just do it. And then go into the league. First of all,
you've
he's
been
gonna
having
Michael
Jason
Jordan.
Kidd comparisons.
Jason Kidd's not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the only one with his brand.
Yo, he said right now, currently, Lonzo Ball is better than Steph Curry.
No,
Like right now.
Yo, I'm not gonna front. They gotta stop putting a mic in front of this guy. Like he really just talking because his like he
Sounds
can.
great.
He said he's been talking like for the last 3 months. Like just now,
And it's
said
like,
he said he deserves to be the number 1 pick over Markelle Fultz.
Do it. Why
I
would
mean,
you sell
maybe.
yourself?
I mean, I see that right there.
It's
I'm
not about
mad
himself.
at.
It's his
just-
son. He don't have to go out there and play
Yeah, he's
against
putting
these guys.
pressure on
That's
his
true,
son
that's
for
true,
like.
that's true.
You
His
gonna
son's
get
not
him
getting paid.
violated. Like
Yeah.
you gonna get him violated.
Tell your
Like,
dad to shut up.
they gonna cross him, make him fall and say.
Yeah, send that to your dad. Tell your dad I said that.
Nike gonna sell knee braces after you.
Nike knee brace.
They gonna call him the LaVar Balls.
But I don't know. He plays up all his sons like that though.
I mean, I understand being.
Yeah, I'm saying
I
you gotta
understand
big up
being-
your sons, but I don't say you
It's
don't.
different from being impressed and hype and behind your son, and it's different than being cocky and just overdoing it.
You think he's over?
He's over like
Don't.
every
yes,
time he gets a mic in front of his face, it's just not only are you raising your son up to an extent, but now it's like he getting to a point where he's saying stuff like everybody else is not good, and it's kind of like that's where you wilding.
I
like,
never understood
I
that
don't-
argument.
I don't have a problem with him saying Lonzo. If he was saying Lonzo is going to be good, I believe Lonzo is going to be great. But then when you start saying stuff like he's going to be as good or not even better as the only unanimous MVP in the
shooting for the
history of the
moon.
NBA, it's not even shooting for the moon. It's just not being smart.
It's excessive.
Yeah.
Like, let him get in the league and play against
Like,
Steph first.
You say he's great. Say you believe he's going to be a top tier player. But when you start comparing him to
A
the
guy
cre-
who gonna
the-
probably
the-
cross him up before
the cream of the crop in the NBA,
My knee braces.
like, no, don't do it.
I never understood the argument. Everybody else sucks except me. Because then, how good are you really? Then you should be playing up your talent, your
Yeah.
opponents, if you're that good. You don't think, oh, I'm probably the best point guard in the league. I'm out here, I'm killing them.
Yeah, that's
how it's
where you
supposed-
should
I never
leave it.
understood the argument. Oh, you suck. Oh, I suck. So what's so great about you beating me then?
I suck, but you dropped 40 on me. Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm terrible. You supposed to drop 60.
First of all, I don't even think Lonzo Ball is going to be the number 1 pick in the
He's
draft,
not.
even though his dad said he's earned the right. But it's like Lonzo Ball to me right now is like all hype. Like Markelle Fultz is like better than him by light years to me.
The thing about him and the same problem that like Ben Simmons kind of had is with all of these skill sets, they're kind of slow.
Yeah.
Who
Like-
Lonzo Ball, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he doesn't move. What does he play, the 2 or the 1?
The combo guard.
So it's like you doing all of that, and you're gonna have to go up against guys with speed.
NBA.
Isaiah, you gonna probably be on Isaiah Thomas.
And you don't have that much weight on you
These
either.
guys
Yeah,
are
like-
on another level.
Yeah, and it's gonna be different.
At least
Yeah,
Ben
it's
Simmons has weight on him though, and we have yet to see how good
Ben
he
Simmons
actually is.
6'9", 240 or something.
I'm
Like
saying
that.
he's kind of like LeBron size-ish.
But he just needs the speed. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he don't have the speed of
Yeah,
LeBron.
but he
Nerlens
has-
Noel is going to be the best center from the Sixers draft.
think so. You think he'll be better? Well, if Embiid don't play,
Yeah, and he got injury issues.
but
Okafor's
Noel
been
got
good, too.
team issues. He's just not winning wherever he goes
Mavs, he's going to dominate.
next year because they ain't doing nothing this year.
No, no.
Dirk
Yogi
gonna retire.
Ferrell.
We were talking about that trade last week. That's the best trade ever. They stole Nerlens Noel.
No,
They don't make the
the
playoffs.
Pelicans stole DeMarcus Cousins
Well, that's
for a 2-year free trial, basically.
Resign.
If you don't re-sign, it's like, well, we had you for 2 years anyway, so you're free to sign.
But they're not
With the
winning.
Lakers,
Who?
DeMarcus Cousins.
Stop it.
Nobody wants to sign
Nobody
there.
wants
Yo, the Magic Man is in
I'm
charge
not
now.
going front. He might draw. He might really do draw.
Yeah, just like
a
Phil Jackson.
superstar.
Yes.
drew to the Knicks.
You can't
No, he
you
didn't
can't
draw
sign
anybody.
superstars with Jim Buss in charge.
But nah,
Which is why I'm
Magic
happy he's
Johnson
gone. He
played
sucked.
in the NBA, and
So did Phil Jackson.
and the thing about Magic, like the thing that's
Phil Jackson
different.
has 2 rings.
The
Phil
re-
Jackson is unpopular
the reason
amongst
why I
NBA
don't
players.
Like Phil
I'm
Jackson.
unpopular.
The reason why I don't think Phil Jackson draws players is because he talks down on the
He
game.
talks down on players. That's why he's not
He
liked
talks
by
down
a
on
lot
the
of
game
NBA
in general.
players.
He's just like Barkley. Barkley talks down on the NBA as a whole.
All league
But-
sucks.
Like,
But
I
Bar-
like,
but
I like
Phil
the way
Jackson
Shaq
is at
talk
least
basketball.
qualified.
I like the way Shaq talk basketball. He talk like he understands it's not my era, but it's an era.
You know nothing about going back to back. Only me and Kenny do.
He said, yeah, if you would have said that about me, I would have did the same thing.
No,
I would
First
have
of
came
all-
right at your rack. Matter of fact, I would have came up here and punched you in your face.
First of all, you're not a very good fighter.
It's time for Shaq and the Fool Awards. It goes to JaVale McGee.
JaVale
Tragic
McGee.
Bronson.
Tragic Bronson
JaVale
alert.
McGee doesn't know anything.
Tragic Bronson alert.
I'm Shaq. I'm a doctor.
Hey, this is the Warriors calling NBA on TNT. Could you please slow down on the JaVale McGee insults?
We know he's dumb.
Tell him to stop. Tell him to slow down on the insult material.
Yo, that's what
Thumbs
I'm
up,
saying.
man.
Like, if you getting mad about what Shaq is saying, stop being dumb.
It's you gotta stop giving them. Like I wouldn't have argued. I would have just made it so that.
And they
I
said
have-
on the show that the same night, but when he sent that
Why
tweet
are you
out,
watching it if you know you on it?
that's what I'm saying. But on the
Like-
same night that he sent that tweet out, before the game started, they were saying JaVale McGee's been playing really well this year, and he has. He was at one point he was leading the league in plus minus.
I just don't get how you can accept the award one year for the Shaqton of the year. You got on the show and did the interview for the award of Shaqton of the
I
year.
guess he thought.
They
I
told
guess
him
he
they were giving
thought.
them chocolate strawberries.
like, and then you mad at being.
I guess he
on the
thought
show,
when
like-
He didn't get the
he
chocolate
thought he was gonna be. He thought he was gonna be off the hook while accepting that award.
No, yeah.
But I mean, it's all jokes.
Shaqton a fool is the bloopers of the NBA. I don't eat strawberries. I'm allergic.
I'm gonna put peanut butter on
Listen.
first.
Anybody want to come debate me for all you dead ass? Come on this show, and I'll tell you stop.
Yeah, I'm
stop
not gonna
being dumb.
front.
I'm
If,
tired of
don't
beating
put,
you.
don't put, no,
So,
don't.
somebody
I'm gonna
else come
debate
through.
you if you got stuff on there I don't like today.
Debate him. I'm tired of being the
Oh,
only
it's
one
that time already?
Nah,
Oh, I was getting
Oh,
ready to
it's
say.
not
it.
time. nah.
You
Got
just
to
wanted
about one.
say it.
I'm tired of beating him in debates. So
Nobody beats me. Nobody beats
I'm
the
on-
Wiz.
I'm the Floyd Mayweather at this debate desk.
the Floyd
The
Mayweather at
retired,
the
that's the
Olympics.
retired guy.
I don't know. McGregor gonna bring him out, man.
No, if
Easy
he,
win.
even Oscar De La Hoya said that.
The
He's right.
LeBron got his playmaker back this past Wednesday.
Who, JR?
You said what?
Is that who, JR? Oh.
Nah, he got it. He got.
Was it Kyle Korver?
Nope.
Andrew Bogut?
All of these guys. Let's go.
He gonna
He
bring.
wants all the players in the league.
Still lost to the Boston Celtics in a pretty entertaining
better.
game. So are the Celtics the biggest threat to the Cavs in the East right now?
Yes,
Yes,
clearly.
clearly.
No debating.
None.
It's not a debate. Well, it is a debate because I think
Well, the Wizards are out there too, but
Oh, yeah.
I think
they
the
play
Wizards.
well.
I think the Raptors when they get Lowry back.
no.
I don't know.
They got
I don't-
Ibaka. They
I
got
don't-
Ibaka. You see, they
I don't-
on like a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, but their thing is the Raptors kind of play like a bunch of people at a park.
Take mad bad shots and they just
it's,
go in.
It's no real play running. It's DeMar DeRozan make a shot, or if you can't pass the Lowry, maybe he'll make a shot. If not, hopefully somebody's open for three. That's their offense. So that's not gonna beat Cleveland. But
I think the
Isaiah Thomas being the rogue that he is on the court, and Boston running the plays that they do, is what makes them hard to beat.
Yo,
They
I didn't
should
realize they
not
had
say-
that many shooters. I didn't know
Everybody's a
Jay.
shooter.
I didn't know Jay Crowder can hit threes like that.
Jay Crowder, Kelly Olynyk,
Isaiah
Jared
Thomas.
Jerebko, Avery Bradley.
They should have traded for
Marcus
Jay-
Smart
Yo,
occasionally.
Avery Bradley, that last play when he's playing defense on Kyrie Irving,
He's their best
shackles.
They should have traded for Jimmy Butler.
Nah, they shouldn't.
Nah,
He
they
hold the ball
shouldn't.
too much.
Then who they should have traded for then? They need a playmaker.
Jimmy Butler's
I
going to be a
know.
free
That's
agent in a couple
Cleveland.
years anyway.
Uh-huh.
Jimmy Butler's going to be a free agent in a couple years anyway, and
But
they
he's
have
not. He don't fit their. He don't fit their offense.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't.
he's not pass first.
Yeah, he's gonna hold the ball.
I'm pass first.
He in a few years you're gonna hear people saying the same thing about Jimmy Butler that they say about Melo, except Melo's a better scorer.
Way better.
Way better.
Melo's the
I
best.
agree. I agree with you.
Miles
Butler's
ahead.
a better defender by a mile though
So are you.
than Melo. I did put the clamps on him one time
I remember that. I was there.
Yeah, so was that.
Madison Square
when
Garden.
he missed them. When he missed that layup, that was me. I was kind of short, so the
You were-
camera ain't catch me.
He was
Benoit was
balling.
number 25 on the New York Knicks. I mean number 4 on the New York Knicks that tackled Melo when he's playing for the Nuggets.
Who's number 4?
You.
Wasn't that Nate Robinson?
It was you.
No, it wasn't. I never played for the Knicks. I'm from New York. Who was a fan of the Knicks?
Rob's the only person on this table that reps the city. Trust me.
Nah, I like the Yankees.
That doesn't count.
How doesn't that
They're the
count?
27-time world champions. That's the only reason why you like
They
it.
only
I'm a
won
Jets fan.
two
If
since
they
I've
were-
been watching
If,
baseball.
if they're the Mets, if they were the Mets, you wouldn't watch.
I wouldn't watch the Mets. I would still back them up though. But
So I-
they only won two since I've been watching play. They won two and lost two since I've been watching baseball.
You've been watching baseball since you were 6.
No, I haven't since '99 or
90.
2000.
Well, I saw all of the championships.
I've been watching baseball for 6 years collectively because I only watch it in November. I mean, no, November, September. But it's time for my favorite part of the show.
No, it's not. Let me see these.
Yo,
Let me see these.
you
Let me
dead
see-
ass?
Oh, you dead
You
ass?
dead ass?
Let me see these.
Are you dead ass? Number 5, Dario Saric. Weight room, please. Wide open. Bonk. Bonk. Let's see it again. Wide open at the rim. No defense. Block.
That was me. That was Bernard blocking.
Tragic dunk.
Best defense.
Number 4, John Wall. Too hot to touch. Too hot to touch. Wait for it. Too hot to touch. Too hot to touch.
Durant was on that ball.
Too hot to touch. Yo, shut
I
up.
look like off the Heezy from NBA Street.
Number, yo, it dead. Number 3, Devin Booker. Respect your elders, young man. Post up. Respect your elders, Devin Booker. That's a hard foul. Get off me. Well, look at the flop. That's a flop. Yo, you're gonna see the flop right here. Watch.
Such a flop. Just elbow him.
Flop. Floppington. Number 2, Leandro Barbosa. Make sure you know that the ball is going in the basket before you celebrate, Leandro.
The guy who wasn't on the Warriors no more.
It's good. Nope. It's good. Nope. It would if it was Steph Curry shooting. Number 1. This is what happens when you let people coach basketball teams as part of their community service agreement. Look at this. No, you guys see this. I showed y'all on purpose. Look, going in the wrong basket. Yo, he's yo, don't let that have been my son, yo. Yo,
I want to applaud that coach. That coach is like,
the Bobby Knight School of Anger Management for that coach.
that coach deserves to be because
No, he don't.
he completely blocked
does-
the kid's shot. It was completely palm on the ball. You can't teach better technique than that. You need to
Oh,
be in the
man.
league.
Community service agreements. Stop letting these felons coach your kids' community basketball teams. It's not slander. That's slander that just happened to that little kid, and he'll probably never play basketball again.
He's traumatized.
He's never gonna pick
Not
up
gonna
basketball
front,
again.
did you see his handle? He shouldn't play no more.
Why is he shooting in the wrong basket? That's first.
He's
of all.
like 4.
Oh, he was shooting
Get
in
good.
the wrong basket.
Yeah.
I thought he just violated the other team.
No.
Get good.
That'd be even funnier.
He's 4. That's excuses. You better go out there and get a job, youngin.
Plugs.
You already know. I'm great still.
I have
Might
a-
not have been great last week, but I'm still
You
I
great.
got a bonus. Are you dead ass?
No.
Yes.
We don't got time for it though.
Oh, come on. All right. Twitter, robbed 3TS. That's robbed, ROBBED
Oh, yeah.
3TS. Follow me on Twitter. We talk nonsense. Bracketology's coming out. Help you guys out with your brackets. Except these two because I'm playing against them. Bracketology.
Twitter B3T Sports.
What is
I
it?
write on there. Yeah, with a Z at the end.
You
Just
don't
for
know.
you clueless.
Follow the page on Instagram and Twitter, 3T Sports, plus these two guys, plus me, plus the YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We be back same time next week. 3
You never
Triple
had a
Tap
friend like me.
Podcast.
Never had a friend. Never had a friend.